Hey, how y'all are doing here? Um, let's just be clear here. It's been a minute since I uploaded a One Piece content, and it's because I don't want my channel to be labeled as just a One Piece channel. Like, don't get me wrong, I love One Piece. I love it to death. It's a part of my life, and it's something that I'm grateful it exists. Like, it's a part of me. Like, the day One Piece will end, a part of me will die. Like, it's just a life part. But there are several work like that which are part of my life, which shape me as a person who I am. But honestly, I just don't want my channel to be about them. Like, I have made several Evangelion videos and I have made several One Piece video when I was starting, and both are the series that have a lot of influence in me. It's obvious, but I want to be different. I just don't want my channel legacy to be something of, hey, that guy who do One Piece video, so I stopped doing them. Like, almost all of my most popular video before I diverge into other stuff were One Piece video, and honestly now I kinda take pride that two of my most popular video are not One Piece related. Uh, Point I want to say is I just don't wanna remain as a One Piece channel. I want to diverge into other stuff. You feel me? Like, just staying One Piece channel is just being stagnant on what this channel full potential could be. I could give you all way more. I will make One Piece stuff. I will not abandon it, but I will keep the channel diverse, keep the content flowing, keep the variety in the channel. That is why I essentially stopped making One Piece channel videos, my bad, because when I was making One Piece video, it feel like it's just diverging into another YouTube channel which make ton of One Piece video. And I don't want my channel to be like that. And honestly, staying on One Piece channel would be beneficial, and I don't want that. I will make stuff, but the channel won't be like that anyway. I will respond to the Drizzt video too, the rest of the Dressrosa and Whole Cake Island, but I will wait till Drizzt releases his Wano downfall of One Piece part. Once he released the Wano part, I will respond to all of them. And yeah, that's it. And back to the video topic. As you can see, the title suggests this is about the top 5 One Piece chapter of last year. Like, my god, my head hurt picking the 5 best chapter of last year. Like, so much shit happened, so much stuff happened, and I still somehow able to pick 5 chapter. Like, last year you could argue was best year of One Piece. Like, genuinely you could argue that, like, maybe 2005 and 2009 to 10 range, when we have Enies Lobby for full year and we have Marineford for full year, maybe you can bring that. But except those, I don't know we have a year like that. Like Climax of Wano, which was phenomenal, and the beginning of Egghead arc, like the final saga Oda, is like seeing 2001 Barry Bonds. Like this was just next level stuff and some of the best content series ever produced. Like I was kinda just at awe that a manga that is going on for what nearly 25 years can still produce some of its best, if not its best content after year after year after year. Like salute to One Piece man for being goat. Like it's so goated. I love it. Let's begin the top five with one of the most hyped moment in entire series. Like a part of my stomach is aching with pain. It's aching with pain that you have left so many chapters out of your top five. And this list is honestly survival of fittest. Like if you make to the top five, mean you are something which is exceptionally good. Like you ain't making in this list if you are something generational, something that change One Piece story, how we view stuff entirely. Like you have to be extremely groundbreaking to crack the top five. You have to be like that. And my Lord, my God and Savior Jesus, like what I saw in this chapter was something like that. Something next level. Like first of all, let's just address the stuff of lore right there. Like in lore department alone, we have revelation that there was old Wano country. Inside it there is two Wano country apparently. The new Wano country which is outskirt outer area, and there is a Wano country inside the sea which is nasty. And the old Wano, the Wano which is deep inside the volcanic sea, have a ancient weapon Pluton in it. And shout out to Law and Robin being here. Like my goodness, they are so adorable together. I love them. I ship them. Fuck all the Jimbe and Frankie shipper. Robin real ship is Law. And if you disagree, you are just copying, my friend. You have to be in copium. Robin belongs to Law. Stop copying. Announcement made by Killer. And it's just adorable seeing them. And we get revealed that Tengu is Sukiyaki. That thing happened. But let's get to the meat and potato, man. Like, first of all, shout out to Momonosuke showing heart, showing bravery, showing all of his what he made of, what his heart is made of. And this chapter is the reason that Yamato does not join. Like, if we have a strong foe adversary from outside, I mean strong outside force like that which can invade Wano, how could she leave the country and abandon Momonosuke? If they have obstacle like this, if Shanks did not arrive, what would have they done? what would Momo have done? And it kinda justify Yamato staying there. You feel me? Like it make much more sense. And the and Momonosuke growth as a character is phenomenal. He does not want Yamato to stay. He wants Yamato to go out. He wants my boy Yamato to go out because he wants to show it to her that he is strong and he will protect his country. And that's just adorable and admirable. Like the way he just fucking put hold on Green Bull and overwhelm him with his blast breath, like nasty stuff. I absolutely love it. Like that's what I want. That's pushing the agenda of Admiral in being mud. But speaking of Admiral being in mud, I mentioned there have to be something historic to happen to be in my top 5 chapter of the year list. And my god, my god, this was historic. Like Akagami Shanks in action. Ah, man, just seeing Shanks on action, dog. Like seeing Shanks being furious and Green Bull just like Shanks is in a border of Wano country. Zunisha is size of a country and of a country like at at least a country size Zunisha. So we see Zunisha near the border of Wano country and Shanks is far away from that. Like my goodness, my goodness. So like there is maybe a country size distance between Shanks and Green Bull, and Shanks strike a fucking hockey wave which paralyzed Green Bull. Like my goodness, that was nasty. Like he is hit by it, he's hurt by it from a hockey wave which is God know where it is. Like and he does not even unleash his sword. He does not even unleash his sword, and he's still body bag Green Bull and make him admit surrender. Like, hey, get the fuck out of here. You are being bitch. Go away. It's distasteful. It's being pussy. Don't do this shit. And Green will be like, yes, sir, we ain't fucking with you, man. I am leaving. And honestly, I love it. I love it. Seeing Shank's power, seeing glimpse of his power, I absolutely love it. And then the chapter end with Luffy, Jinbei, Sanji, Zoro sitting there watching the fight. Like them boys were just so casually ready, like, so maybe Momo can deal with this thing. They were testing Momonosuke, like, yo, and we're so ready to fight him. Like, it's an admiral, but they are not even scared at all. Like, yo, this is base. This is a Yonko crew right there, and this is one of my future prediction which make me like this chapter so much. This will be the closest we will see Shanks and Luffy together. This is the closest we will see them. Like as you can see, Shanks is leaving Elbaf in very recent chapter, and this is the part they interact. Shanks feel the Luffy haki and Luffy feels Shanks present. And this is important because I feel like we will never meet again. So Luffy saying, "Oh, this is Haki or someone I used to know." This will matter in future because I think Luffy and Shanks will never meet again. They will never meet. I know this is happening. And yeah, One Piece chapter 1055 at 5th place. What a chapter, man. I still get hype from seeing Shanks in action and Green Bull being packed up. Like, what a chapter. Phenomenal stuff. Number 4, we have One Piece chapter 1066. This this chapter is kind of personal to me. Like, this chapter just have a very special place in my heart. Like a really, really special place. I have stated it multiple times in several aspects of my video that one of the most beautiful theme that any piece of media can convey is a sacrifice of parent. How one parent can sacrifice so the child have a bright future. A parent sacrifices his whole life, working his whole life, doing everything he can so that child have a bright future is a really, really potent and powerful theme in any piece of media. And that theme is in this chapter. It's here, and I absolutely love it. Like, where do I even begin, man? Like, this chapter have Robin smiling and crying. Like, if you give me Robin smile, I will do anything. I will go to war. I will destroy this world. I will save this world. I will be devil. I will be angel. I will become God. I will become devil. I will do anything for her. Like, Robin is just so precious and just so special. Like, you so fucking precious when you smile, my. I love Robin, man. I just adore her. And seeing a chapter focusing around her was just truly beautiful. Like, lore was too. There is some revelation that this robot is from Void Sanctuary and it's run from a fuel which have unlimited energy. That's an interesting plot line which emerged from this chapter. And most important stuff was the reveal that books of the Library of Ohara won in the end. That was, they survived. They throw the books in the river and they won. Even if they die, even if people will forget about them, they won. They save their heritage. Also, seeing the flashback of Professor Clover just roaming around, having just in his scooty riding the world, going around, he running around like Park. Ah, that was fun, man. Just seeing Professor Clover past, how Vegapunk admired him, and most importantly, the flashback. The flashback of Dragon. This was this chapter was so revolutionary, no pun intended. Like this serious eye dragon is the dragon which fandom love, the eye with seriousness, and obviously he was leading a freedom fighter unit as he state, and It just showed Dragon was rebellion from very long time. He just keep on fighting till the end, and this chapter was beginning of it. The extinction of O'Hara, killing everyone there. That was straw that broke the camel back. And most importantly, Vega, the stuff that caused a lot of controversy in the community from this chapter was Saul being alive. And honestly, I disagree to whatever criticism you have. It's Saul. It never feel like Aokiji would kill him. Why would he kill him? He have violent justice, but it's not like that. He will never kill someone like that. It's just in his character. I don't think he will kill him. Some people even predicted way back in 2006 that Saul might be alive. That was possible. People predicted that. And Aokiji literally used Ice Time capsule, and most importantly, it lead to my Robin smiling. But most important shit that make me put this chapter here was Olivia Panel. Her saying that we have to preserve these books for the future. That line kinda touched me on personal level. It may not seem big deal and it might not be a big deal, but honestly seeing Olivia perspective of sacrificing herself and getting the past knowledge out for her daughter's sake, just a parent sacrificing so her kid can have bright future. Just that's a powerful theme in fiction that make me cry and make me love it so much. Oh man, this chapter was phenomenal. Again, I would like to state that I'm not trying to be controversial. Like, honestly, number 3 and 2 are interchangeable. This chapter and the next chapter, which will be number 2 on my list, and this chapter, which is number 3 in my list, both are interchangeable. You can replace one with another. I would hold you back, but I'm putting this chapter at number 3 right now because I like the next chapter slightly more. And the chapter which is number 3 is chapter 1044. I'm sorry, Recon. I love this chapter, I adore this chapter, but this is number 3 in my list because there is no flaws in this chapter. None of the term criticism that, oh, why did Chorus did not go for Luffy? Uh, they themselves did not know about this fruit. They themselves have no idea what this fruit was. That was mystery to them, and it was told that it was potentially told that there was previous world government. There was a change in Devil Fruit Encyclopedia to change its name. Someone changed this fruit name. It was told in a chapter way before that, way before this reveal. So they themselves are not fully aware of it. And the criticism of this chapter are bullshit. And this chapter is just gear fifth. What more I can say, man? Gear fucking fifth. Ah, just what a transformation. Like this is freedom. This is all I will say. Like this transformation is majestic. This transformation is a expression, a art. I'm This is just pinnacle, a zenith, hallmark of media. This is just Midas touch. Oda's pen was Midas touch. Like whatever he touched just turned into gold. And this is one of the most expensive gold he ever produced. Like seeing Gale face for first time in full blown Looney Tune action against the world's strongest creature Kaido. Like just seeing Gear Fifth pull up, grabbing Kaido from the roof, the biggest hand arriving and grabbing Kaido, like so awesome. So awesome. I love it. And thematically this form suit Luffy so perfectly, and series in general. This form is of a form of a god that is people wish for to exist. A god which is a warrior of freedom. People wish for warrior of freedom, and this is people wishes. This is this chapter also have a very beautiful aspect that the Goro says state that Gomu Gomu no Mi is running away from them, and I love that fruit of freedom run away and meet the guy who want to go out the most, guy who want to be pirate. Being a pirate life is a life of freedom for Luffy. Being freest man in the world to Luffy mean is being a pirate. Live this life of being free, going on sea and living, be a man who live the life in his own term, have his own adventure. This is freedom to him. And to, to meet such this is romantic. Like fruit of freedom, meet the guy who want, meet a kid who just want to go out and have adventure. Like this is romantic as hell. And I also adore what it represents thematically. It's just everything what Luffy is to max tempo, more free, more expressive, more eccentric, more lunacy, more absurd. Like it's called world most ridiculous power, and it's so perfect, so poignant. Like loved it to death. But it's number three. Next chapter is slightly better, but you could argue that this chapter could be go up. But the next chapter is just slightly better, in my opinion. One Piece chapter 1045. One Piece chapter 1045. Looney Tunes. I love Looney Tunes. I love this wacky, zany. I love this right, man. Gear 1044 was introduction to Gear 4 and what thematic idea it represent. 1045 was let's go nuts. Let's just throw hand, and I absolutely love it. Like my goodness. Yo. The entire action of Looney Tune, them throwing hands, Luffy grabbing the thunder, them Luffy just using Kaido as a rope, jumping rope, world's strongest creature, 100 beast Kaido is a goddamn jumping rope. Fucking jumping rope. Luffy's using him like that, like ash, 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 ash. Eesh. It was so fun chapter to read, and thing that make me love this chapter so much was two moment. One moment was Sunisha saying that, "Oh, this is Joy Boy. Joy Boy have returned." And then we see panel of Luffy saying, "Nah, I am Monkey D. Luffy. Ah, ah, take this. Take this, you haters." Eesh, eesh. Luffy just declaring that I am who I am. I ain't some reincarnated guy which you all think I am. I am me. Even this fruit is quote unquote Sangonika fruit. This is our boy. Our boy have been through this journey. This fruit is powered up. Does fruit being a quote unquote power of God, which we have no context for what it is, does not make Luffy a chosen one. And him saying that I am me mean a lot. Him saying that, hey, Zuni, I am Monkey D. Luffy is very poignant, and like I said, action scene is there, but my favorite part of this chapter was Luffy getting exhausted, him getting beaten down, and then putting his fist on the ground and saying, "Hey, heart, let's move on. Keep the blood pumping. Keep the beat of my heart." Him just mentioning Pedro, Kinemon, everyone who have been alive and who are dead in his journey. Him remembering all of them and pushing his heartbeat like he put his. It just reminded me what this is all about. Luffy is literally putting his heart on the line, his life energy on the line to fight Kaido. And this what we love this guy. This is the man we love. This is the guy we stand for. Someone who fight for what he want to till he achieve it. He will fight Katakuri till he learn future sight. He will fight Lucci till death until he get Robin. He will fight Crocodile. He will fight Unsurmountable Lord by pushing to the limit. He will push himself to death to achieve his goal. That's our MC. Someone who put his heart on the line. That's our guy. That's Monkey D. Luffy. And this heart sequence just saying, "Hey heart, keep the blood pumping, keep on beating to power up and be on gear fifth." Like, love it. Absolutely love it. Phenomenal. But there is one chapter which just which was just built different. Built different. There was one chapter which was better than this, and honestly better than anything I have read in this series. There was one chapter like that. Now for a long list of honorable mention. Um the year starts with the bank on 1042. Chapter 1042 where Kaido fought Luffy till death. Like, my god, that was a really nasty chapter where Luffy pushed Gear forth and his conquer coating to the limit, and Kaido was just going on. And Luffy just accidentally died. We seeing all the aspect of Kaido that he's drunk. He's revealing all of his side. He's saying that I could not save anything. Ah, Kaido is such a compelling character, and Luffy just dying was a shock. Like, like people say, Wano leg stack and all that jazz, and we all can have our perspective, but Luffy lost not one, not two, not three, but four times. Literally four times. One at chapter 923, one when he literally got bonked in his head. Third time, he literally fell to the river. And fourth time, he literally fucking died. He lost four times to Kaido. Literally. Even in fifth round. I don't. So, like, where do you all get the idea that Wano don't have stake? Like, yeah, are weird. And another chapter that I really, really like from the beginning of year was Puncture Valley. The entire Big Mom and Kid fight, the rise of new generation, and Big Mom just going better that Roger, why don't you give us our answer? Why don't you give us why did you have to die and start a goddamn new pirate age? I like that chapter a lot. In the action scene of Kid and Big Mom just throwing hand and lobbying Brian Chris Paul, 2008 New Orleans Chris Paul setting up his Carmelo Anthony in Kid. Uh, Kid and Law were the super team which 2011 New York Knicks should have been. Ah, what a chapter, man! What a chapter. Now let's talk about the shit. The shit which we were looking for. A chapter did not make my top 5 because here was that good and I really want to put it in my top 5. The two chapter was there is everything in the world origin from Wish, essentially revealing devil fruit, what they are, and seeing Gear 5 and Luffy and Lucci throwing hands and getting reveal of devil fruit that they are something that origin from what people wish for. And chapter 1060, like I'm sad that this chapter isn't there on top 5. Like this year is so stacked. Like if chapter 1060 low key might be chapter of year in some time, but it ain't. That's how good this year was. That's how ridiculously good this year was. Y'all feel me? And another chapter which is kind of underrated is chapter 1053. Chapter 1053, which Queen Bull appeared, defeated King, the celebration, then the reveal of Cross Guild, the Boa Hancock and Blackbeard, chapter 1058. That was nasty. Chapter 1058, the Cross Guild. That was nasty. Another underrated chapter was just that flashback chapter of Yasue eating the food just to comfort Otoko. Like, hey yo, man, I'm just getting emotional remembering that chapter at the end of Luffy and Kaido fight. And shout out to that Kaido flashback, man. Chapter and end of Luffy versus Kaido fight. Like one aspect about Kaido is he is constantly betrayed in his life, and his perspective in life is the only people who can be genuine are one with strength, one who are not weak, one who can oppose you. Those who can oppose you are the one with the strong will, are the one who can be trusted because of how much he was betrayed. And there is, this might be reached, but there is angle of Kaido believing that there is a god, Joy Boy, which Kaido realizing that he is not a god. He failed as a god. He is not Joy Boy. So he want to meet the god, which is Joy Boy. He want his salvation from the god. He want to be defeated by that god. Like, there is that angle. Maybe I'm reaching, maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but that was a really compelling angle of Kaido. The reason why Kaido character, there is a room of gripe per se that is a part of Kaido character which I think is missing, is the part where we learn what turned him the way he is, why he is so stoic, why he is so alcoholic, why he has so much self-loathing, what incident break him like this. And I think it's God Valley flashback. That is why we never see that flashback. What happened in this God Valley incident? That might be the event that shaped Kaido like that. Or I don't know, maybe this is headcanon copium of making a mid flashback good. Enough rambling. Let's get to the real deal, man. Let's number uno, the number one. Number one is chapter 1054. Chapter 1054 changed everything. This was in making since chapter 1. This was built up since chapter fucking 1. This was 24 years in the making. When I see that panel, I just did not even lose my shit. I was just at awe. It changed everything. It changed a perspective on character which we all love. It make him much more grayer than we thought he is. I'm talking about Akagami no Shanks. Just seeing Shanks claiming that, hey Ben, like Shanks is remembering all the past fond memories he spent with Luffy. He's remembering all of that, but then we see competitiveness in him. Hey, that was Luffy guy, Barto, that mess with us. There is pride in him. Like the guy who just get beaten by Higuma the mountain bandit have pride in him. Once he is challenged, he will fight. There was pride in Shanks. And most importantly, the guy which we all thought is the guardian, one who is protector of throne, is in the race. Shanks is in the race. The guy, it's not a promise. Luffy promised to fulfill his promise to be the pirate king. He have to confront Shanks to be a better pirate than him, to be a pirate king, to surpass him. He have to be that. He have to go through him because Shanks is in the race. Shanks also want One Piece. Like when I read that panel, Shanks just saying, casually, "Hey, back," and we see him grabbing the wine, and we see reaction of Ben Beckman eyes of, "Oh my god, some shit is going to fuck up," and then Shank's claiming, let's claim One Piece." Like, the shivers on my spine, like seeing that reveal. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, man, that reveal of Shanks claiming, "Hey, let's claim One Piece back," so casually. Like, Shanks having that ambition was just nasty. And it's not just that, like, shout out to Sabo and a few good men. I do not forget what else happened. My agenda of Admiral slander went up through the roof. Like, Sabo not only went there, saved Kuma, fought two Admiral, went through the upstairs in the Gorose room, see the Imu-sama, nearly attempted assassination attempt on a celestial dragon, and fought two fucking admiral while doing all of that shit. No wonder he become Fremen. Part where they say that he surpassed Dragon in infamy, that's just sus as hell. But yeah, this is the zenith, this is peak, this is easily top 5 chapter in entire series. There are like maybe 4 or 5 chapters. This is top 5 chapter of all time in One Piece. I love this chapter that much. Like, this was just peak. And man, shout out to God King Shanks. I love that dude. And I'm just excited for the future of One Piece. But yeah, like I said before, we want to have more One Piece video frequently. Like, I don't want this channel to be One Piece channel, so we won't have that many One Piece video, and we won't have that many video on same topic anyway. Like, there will be diversity in topic of what we talk about, And yeah, hope you all enjoy this video, and tell me your list. What is your list?
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.